Right, right. For those who are in the market to look to purchase, who have not been impacted by COVID as from a financial or health or even their job situation, what kind of advice from a mortgage finance perspective would you give to them before they start that process?
I would say I'll go kind of like purchase and refinance, but for a purchase, talk with a mortgage advisor as soon as possible just to understand what is happening currently. Because like we talked about with the volatility, it's been a crazy whirlwind of ups and downs and different changes going on that you really need to be educated on what is true and what is not. And so I think the earlier you can talk to somebody, the better, just so you're understanding of where you stand and you can feel comfort in knowing what's going on the back end when numbers seem to change.
Yep.
And also with the interest rates too, because they've been going up and down and moving constantly, keep in mind until your rate's locked in, which doesn't happen until you enter contract, it follows the market. And so that's where I think, again, the communication between the mortgage professional and the borrower is so important. But in regards to recommendations, it's just the communication aspect, making sure that you let your mortgage advisor know, especially if you enter escrow, for example. One key difficulty at the very end of any purchase transaction, you need to do a verbal verification of employment just to confirm that you're still employed and good to go. And if you are, I mean, for all of us, I'm home right now. For a lot of people, they're working from home right now. It's harder to get in touch with somebody in the office. So those are the little things to prepare for ahead of time. But other than that, it's just a matter of, I guess, going through the steps of the mortgage transaction. Not too much has changed regarding, I guess, the appraisal, for example. Fortunately, Fannie and Freddie, they loosened up some standards and guidelines, so the appraiser doesn't have to go inside the property anymore to appraise the property, which is good news for the sellers if they don't feel comfortable with another person coming in at the moment. And so from a buyer's standpoint, I think it's just the communication is going to be the key part.